Hey everybody, it's Peggy D with UBC TV. I'm here documenting what's happening on 125th Street as far as the opening. The last time I was here it was much quieter. Today is the 27th of May, and I'm here at St. Nicholas and 125th Street. So the city is preparing to open. There is much more activity than it was before. And you know, it's so interesting how the people in Harlem always make a way. Instead of, I just had this beautiful interview, and instead of the regular stuff that they're selling now. They're selling the face masks and hand sanitizers and things of that nature, because there's a need for that. And what they're doing, they're making it more affordable for people of color, because I've gone down and seen face masks, even though the real inexpensive ones, not $1. They've been like $5. And so this is the beauty. This is, I don't know when they're going to open, but it looks like they're getting ready to open the beauty supply. Of course, T-Mobile has been always open as an essential service. So, and so we have a different edition now. PC Richards is open here on 125th Street. So we're going to be interviewing the manager here pretty soon about them reopening. I think they just have pickups and things right now. I don't know if you can go in or anything like that, but we'll see. They may be letting people in a few at a time or whatever, but I don't know what their protocol is right now. And we have here to do wholesale masks and things. Hey, how you doing? See, there are things that are helping. You're doing, I'm here documenting what's happening in Harlem as far as COVID and our businesses. So you guys are helping out and selling the masks?
Yes.
You do uniforms?
Uniforms for nurses, doctors, and we're selling masks.
You're selling masks too?
Yeah.
And you
gloves and everything.
And gloves? Oh, you do gloves, the hand sanitizers and everything, huh?
Yeah, everything.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you all being here and being open and helping our community, because we need to be able to have the mask and be able to have things like that we need. And what is your name of your store again?
House of Angels.
House of Angels? Oh, that's a wonderful name.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Okay, you too. You too. All right, it was House of Angels. So they're open, helping getting masks, and they sell, you know, they actually sell other things, but they're focusing right now on masks. And I see that that's a trend going on. People are really focusing on what people need to have to make themselves safe. So another thing that we're going to look at, and some of the, I would have to come at a little bit later on, but is the art here, the murals that we have here in Harlem. You know, it's really beautiful. I think some of them have been kind of marked up. There's a couple murals over here on Amsterdam News. The artists that do them are really, really great. We have over here by United House of Prayer, there's a mural over there. So mural is artwork. It's part of what Harlem's all about, is art and culture. So we're going to cross over. I'm going to take a look at this one over here, and there's several. And I'll follow up and do some more tour of just the murals here on 125th Street and around the area. I think since things have been shut down a little bit, I think there's been a few markings up. We'll see what happens with that. And then construction going on over there. It's a new housing project going over there in the corner. I think that Governor Cuomo is about to get construction and stuff like that started. And I see some 125 bid guys who they patrol, and they keep everything safe and clean and make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. And that's what BID does. So this is a mural right here. It is very beautiful. I don't know who the artist is, but it's more like glass. I'm a lover of art, so I love art. And this mural here was done by Franz Mayer of Munich. Franz, I got your first name. I know you're in Munich, Inc. And this was restored Spirit of Harlem. The artist here, this is a mosaic, and the artist is Louis Del Sarte. Okay, let's get that right. And the architects, and they're commissioned by the people's, for the people of Harlem, by Norfolk Bank in 2005, and is restored and dedicated to the Harlem community in 2018. So I just want you to see this mural. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this. This is Harlem today, because Harlem today is about contemporariness, but it's also about the history and the culture of Harlem and what Harlem really is. We're such a diverse group of people that live here, especially now. And here you have vendors right there. You have the vendors down the corners, and they are selling. They're not specifically on 125th Street. I think when it opens, they'll come back. But what they are doing, they're on the side, and they're helping out the community, selling affordable masks and hand sanitizers and things of that nature. So they're making money so they can feed their families. And people have to understand these vendors have to feed their families. And it's, you know, I love vendors. It's part of our culture here on 125th Street. They will always, should always be here. If they're not, I will be the first one to protest, because it is part of who we are. It's a combination of what is culturally for us, and then we have the other contemporary, like this building over here. And we have 125th Street bid right here. Woohoo! Hey guys, how you doing?
Right.
Here we are. Y'all keeping everything great? All right. Barbara's gonna love that. Keep up the good work. Okay. So we're right here in front of Foot Locker, which is closed right now. And like I say, the buses are still running, and it's much more. I think there's much more energy right now than there has been. People, I think people really are just getting tired of being inside. That's one thing. So they're kind of like not revolting here. New Yorkers have been so good about social distancing and masks and all of that. You know, there's 6 to 8 million people here. We have, I know a lot of people did leave right before everything was shut down. So, but the ones that are here have really, really done well. That's Blick Art Materials. I don't know what happened to their door over there. I think they just locked it down because they knew they were going to be locked down for a while. And this is the Mart 125. Mart 125 belongs to the city. We don't know what's happening with that right now. Hopefully something will happen to that in the future that will be beneficial to the community. And here we have Spectrum. Everybody's waiting to pay their bills. And okay, some of the we can see some of the art. Okay, we're looking across the street here. I'm going to go across the street. I see 3 over here. And I think everybody should be required to have an art, a place where you can get art. Here, this is tagged. So this is a space for rent. So this is not a store that's open. But we're going to go right down here because over by the children's place, like I said, some places are open and some days. This is what is this, Wednesday, Thursday? This is, I have no idea if the days are running into each other. This is a Wednesday. So here we go right here. It is beautiful. And we have our stay strong, stay positive mantra over here. And this store right here is closed. Only online orders right now. Online orders. But I think that they're preparing to open. Some stores are preparing. This is beautiful right here. Here's another piece of artwork. Hello, how are you? Yeah. Hi, great. And here is Harlem, NYC. Here's another piece of artwork. This is Harlem Best Kept Secret. I don't know who did this. I don't see the artist, or maybe I don't know if that's the artist right there. It says this tag. But, you know, this artwork has been here for such a long time. And people respect it. Okay, Franco the Great did this. This is Franco the Great. I don't know who Franco the Great is, but that's an awesome piece of it. This is over here. And we have, there's a little tag there, and I think Mr. T, and Mr. T is tagged. So this is platinum jewelry, and this is Mr. T. And that's a really great art piece right here, because it's really the real glass up in there and everything. So we fit you to a T. And you know, since there hasn't been a lot of people on 125th Street, so you've had people coming up here doing some things they shouldn't have. I don't know why they tagged Mr. T, and they did not tag this one. This is Mother Africa, and this is in front of Turbo College. It's a beautiful art piece. So when stores are closed, the art comes out. It's almost like an art exhibit, you know, here. And Joyce Leslie, now this had to be tagged. So this is Franco the Great again, and hopefully this is Franco will come and do all this. And you know, it's unfortunate that a lot of these kids don't know history or culture, because you don't, you know, even though tagging is art, but you don't tag art like this. It's just, you don't do that. So it's just about learning and having them grow. But they didn't do this. And this is dope. I love this. This is Franco the Great again. Franco the Great got some things going on up in here. So this is beautiful. So like when the stores close, the art comes out in Harlem. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And when you have palettes like this, you have the taggers, they come out and they don't, you know, they don't understand. I mean, some of this is just people tagging because they don't have anything else to do. Understand, school is out. And some of these kids, unfortunately, our kids are not learning. They're not learning. And that's a big issue. That's a big issue. There's art on the other side over there. I can get that art when we come back through. But like I said, you see much more activity on 125th Street, but everything else is closed. Still, there are some places that are open. I think once you get closer to Lenox, you get people are more open. Here you have FedEx, of course, is open. And I think you have Sprint over there, which is soon to be T-Mobile. They're open. And some of the banks are closed, but their ATMs are open. But they have limited hours, of course. Now here we go right here. Champ Sports. La da da. Look at this. Oh my God, this is just really awesome. We are the greatest. Never say goodbye. This is Michael, a tribute to Michael Jackson. He's in the hands of God right now, and so is everybody else here. But you have, this is once again Franco the Great. But you have Michael, who's not here, but you have everybody else that's still here. We are the greatest. You have Tiger Woods. I think that's Serena. So Champs. So Champ Sports is champion, and this is champion to be. This is the beginning of the champ, and this is by Franco also. This is by Franco the Great. So this is really great. And now you have great moments in sports. Haha, look at this. So you got Franco the Great again. Great moments in sports from Muhammad Ali, Pelé, Michael Jordan, Gooden, and the track runner. So this is what Champs has done. They have a really great tribute. And I want to tell you something, that people in Harlem, we love Michael Jackson. So whatever they were saying about Michael, we don't believe it one bit. And because we know black people have been persecuted and prosecuted and everything for things we've never done. And I'm not being political or anything. It's about, we love MJ. And MJ has come to Harlem many times. So so that's Champs. So that's about it for this side of the street in this block for 125th Street. And now we're approaching African Square. And that's it for the day. So we have to go back down the other side over there. There's some more art there. And then we're going to go on this side over here and look at the art that's there. As some of the stores that are open that close, there'll be some art, but most of them are closed. All right, this is Peggy Dodson, UBC News, UBC TV Network, Urban Lifestyle. We're here at 125th Street and we're documenting Harlem's re-emerging, reopening, 125 Amplified. That's what it's all about. We'll be right back.